Hey everybody, welcome back. Just wanted to do a video on where I've been for the last couple weeks and do just a really quick sort of update in general on the channel and what I've been doing or what I hope to do anyway in those regards. I've gotten a couple of you ask me sort of, why I haven't done a video lately, and I just wanted to let you guys know that a really good friend of mine passed away a couple weeks ago, and it's been pretty hard kind of dealing with it. It was a good friend. I've known her for like 15 years or so. Actually, technically more than that, I think, if you can count. Because I knew her online before I knew her in person. It's just been kind of hard kind of dealing with it, and I sort of stepped away from social media and a lot of online stuff. It's just been kind of a rough time. Do definitely want to get back into making videos again because I think I'm happiest when I'm doing a lot of these videos. They're a lot of fun to do, and in certain ways, it can also take your mind off other things that could be going on. I've had some work that I've been doing sort of take my mind off things, but because I have a bad habit of sort of wallowing in things, and I think that's been happening sort of a lot since this has happened, because it was kind of a shocking thing when it happened. It wasn't like she was sick or anything. Well, technically she was. I mean, it was something she. I'm not gonna get too specific. She had a heart problem that no one knew about, kind of thing. So it was shocking to find out that when that happened. I've tried doing this video a couple times and I just haven't been able to. But I kind of wanted to let some of you guys know, just because for me, I know a lot of the channels that I follow and I follow regularly. I don't need people's daily in and out, but I think if you watch someone long enough, you kind of know when something is sort of off with them, or if they haven't posted a video in a while. I know I start wondering to like, gee, I hope they're okay and everything. So this isn't like a sympathy plea or anything weird like that. But I just wanted you guys to just know that why I haven't really been around in any ways, not just on YouTube, but even on Twitter and Facebook. I don't really use Facebook as much as I used to anyway, but or even Instagram or anything. So I'm just kind of moving ahead. I mean, next week, it's weird to think that, but actually next week, me taking a trip. I'm gonna go see some friends, and we're all gonna have our own little sort of get together and to kind of celebrate her, and what she meant to us and everything. So I think that'll be special. I think that'll be a nice, I don't want to say closure. That's not the right word, but I think it'll kind of be a good thing where I know for me, I think, be sort of the start of trying to kind of move ahead, because I think I've been sort of stuck in this rut, kind of thing, because I haven't been dealing with it quite well. I mean, I've sort of been, even the little bit on social media I've sort of, I don't share that much stuff, kind of things. That's why even doing this video, I've sort of gone back and forth whether I was even going to make it or not, or just kind of just keep move ahead and do videos, like nothing happened. But and the thing is, I still have like a bunch of videos planned. I have a stack of movies here. I mean, this is one pile of three of stuff that I've gotten in for like the last not 2 months, but I mean it's been almost that, of stuff that I've been meaning to kind of go through, and that's just piling up. Like I haven't even watched any movies in the last. I think I've watched like two movies in the last month. Just like I haven't really done like I've sort of gotten to the point where I couldn't concentrate on things or anything. Ironically, the only thing I've been able to do outside of work, because next year I may buy a new car. My life has changed, so the kind of car I need is not the kind of car I used to have, kind of thing. So I've been sort of researching different cars, because I would buy used cars. So I start researching now, so that when the time comes, I can sort of watch, if I find there's a couple different ones I'm sort of looking at, and then I can kind of watch prices and stuff over the next year and everything. It's kind of cool to kind of think about getting like a new car and the possibilities there. And because it's so different, because I'm not into cars and things massively, so it's something different than my usual day to day and everything. And I think for some reason that's been keeping me busy and sort of keeping my mind off things. So I've sort of been kind of going there a lot, which is weird. I sort of probably know more now about different cars than I have for like throughout my entire life. Yeah, I've just sort of been slouching in obviously a couple of things. It's like even my diet, sort of, been kind of going off my diet a lot. It's probably noticeable a little bit and everything, but I'm trying to get back into work on like the studio room. I was actually making some headway, and then again I just kind of walked away from some stuff, but I definitely want to get back at that studio room done so I can move all this stuff into that room, because that will be sort of the new place where I'm going to do most of the videos kind of going forward, because there's a lot that I want to do. I mean, even though I still do some freelance work for income, I do want to actually sort of do my own thing full time, whether or not it's not just YouTube, but that would be definitely a large portion of it. And for those of you who have known me long enough, some of you have been asking me like, when are you going to do another film? And I actually have like 3 planned. It's a long process, kind of thing, but that one is a little bit more advanced in the process. And then there's one that I would love to make at some point. It's one I've actually wanted to make for, oh God, like the longest time. I mean, I'm talking maybe, 15, 20, and actually more than that, 25 years, I think I've wanted to make this film. But I would have to, it's based on a short story, and I would have to get the rights, which would probably be a little expensive, which is sort of ironic because the film itself could actually be made relatively inexpensively, but the rights for it would probably, could end up costing more than the film itself. So, I mean, the filmmaking thing, that hasn't gone anywhere. It's, it got put on the back burner briefly, but it hasn't gone anywhere. So, obviously, there's, a lot going on with me personally, some stuff I'm obviously kind of going through, and, it's nothing new. I mean, we're all going through stuff. I know some of you have been going through a lot of stuff on your end as well. But I just felt it was important to just kind of share this with you guys, just so you're wondering. So kind of thing. But I mean, I am going back to, again, I got all these pickup videos to get to, and I want to start watching some of these movies, once I'm a little bit more focused. So I'm hoping I can get back on a regular schedule again, because like originally my goal was to constantly just be putting out videos, but life has its own way of sort of changing things. Obviously, I'm just rambling as I always do. That's why the tagline for this channel is vague ramblings, because I tend to do that a lot. Again, this isn't like a sympathy plea by any means. I just wanted to kind of let you guys know what was going on. So thanks again, and I will see you on the next one.